Hi everyone, this is Josh with Wright Piano TV. Today I am going to explore a concept. I've received many emails about this concept. It's the concept of repeated notes and how we can get the most ease when we're playing passages with repeated notes. I'm currently playing a Scarlatti sonata that deals primarily with repeated notes, so I'll be demonstrating a lot of the concepts through this. I'll also demonstrate a few other concepts or a few other examples and different possibilities of repeated notes, but this first one, let me just play a little portion of it for you. So it's very fast and very agile. In slow motion, this is what the right hand sounds like. Faster. And when people see this, they're very, not my playing, but when people see anyone really doing repeated notes like that, they're fairly impressed. It looks like a tremendous feat, but it's actually one of the most simple things if you know the right way to do it, and if you know the proper technique with which to apply it. So let me show you exactly how I do it. I was taught one time to imagine the little paper cutouts that you get from a 3-hole punch. So those annoying little circles that get everywhere all over the floor. Imagine one of those being pasted onto the key. And always use alternate fingers when you're doing repeated notes. So like I use 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, like that. And imagine that if your 3 hits that tiny little dot, your 2 replaces the 3 on that same little dot. What you don't want to do is you don't want to stagger your fingers so that the 3 is playing way up into the key right here, the 2 is playing here, and the 1's clear out on the edge, because that can be very uncomfortable. You want to replace it the very same spot that you play it. So let me show you again. And over time, as you practice this, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, just do little spurts of energy. Just little groups of 3, and then a group of 6 maybe. And then a group of 4. And then a group of 5. And then a group of 6 again. And I mean, I'm giving you options here. You don't have to do it that way, but like staggering groups, doing like a group of 3 and a 6 and then a 4 or 5. So you explore all the possibilities of where your fingers are going to change so that you're not thinking 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. It has to be totally innate within you. There's other passages that use 4, 3, 2, 1. Like Liszt's La Campanella, for instance. Several months, so excuse the mistakes, but you can see that it goes very quick. Okay, now that I've established that first concept, the next concept is how do you hold your hand when you do it? A lot of people stroke into their hand like that, so you're kind of stroking back one finger at a time. That is certainly one way to do it. I like to combine 2 different techniques. Other people just move their fingers side to side. And it has more to do with a little bit of hand movement back and forth. I like to combine those 2. I don't like to do huge motions with my fingers because it wastes energy and it decreases speed, but I also don't like to do big movements with my hand either. So I'll just combine a very slight motion, maybe only that much movement, maybe a half an inch or inch, into my hand. And I'll also move to the side ever so slightly. My hand is just moving a little bit like that. And especially on passages like this, when your hand is in an awkward position, you're going to want to just move it ever so slightly to the right. I'm just talking maybe a quarter of an inch. so that you can really get that clarity. Also, this piano has a very good action. I love this piano. So if your piano has a very slow action, it's not necessarily your fault if you can't play these. Now, that's not an excuse for students to just blame it on the piano the whole time, but make sure that you're not practicing repeated notes on a piano that has such slow action that it won't ever respond and you won't learn it properly. Make sure when you're practicing these things, you practice them slowly to feel it, and then as you get faster and faster, that you maintain the clarity, because so many people, even professional recordings, you'll hear that passage in La Campanella played like this. You know, you don't hear all of them. You gotta hear it. You gotta hear every single note. And I continuously have difficulty with that when I'm performing. It's a tough concept. But I hope this has been helpful. Again, think of the little paper hole punch dot being glued on the key and replacing your hand, and then also moving a little bit from side to side, as well as pulling back a little bit. And those should help you and get you going on your repeated notes. If anyone has any questions, feel free to email me. My email is josh@joshwrightpiano.com. I also have started an online studio. I'm getting ready to leave for graduate school. So many of my students that I teach here are going to be taking online with me, and I have a few slots open for students if you'd like to audition to be in my studio. Also send me an email at josh@joshwrightpiano.com, and I'd be happy to listen to your recordings. Thanks.